All right, hi everyone. This is chapter 2 set up for Gryffindor. So you're gonna need a couple of things. The first thing that you're gonna need is your ISN. Here's my ISN, okay? You're going to need a packet that says chapter 2 vocabulary percents at the top, a glue stick, a pen, a pair of scissors. Okay. You're going to need a pink, an orange, it says is of, a blue, a yellow, and this green packet, okay? You will also need a math menu, okay? So make sure you have all that. All those small papers you can set aside. You won't need them right this second, okay? So the very first thing that you want to do is go ahead, open to the page that you're going to be at. So the last page you glued something on should have been page 26. That was your math menu. Go ahead, skip page 27, okay? Now you're going to take your packet. Here's your packet where it says chapter 2 vocabulary. You're going to cut it directly down the center, okay? Cut directly down the center with your scissors. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. Don't cut anyone else. Okay? So you will have 2 packets now. You will have one without a staple. You will have one with a staple. Take the staple out of your packet. Okay? Make sure you take the staple out. All right, now you're going to take the one that says chapter 2 vocabulary percents at the top. You're going to glue that to page 28. Glue that to page 28. Okay. Now at the top, very top of that page, you're going to write chapter 2 vocabulary. You write chapter 2 vocabulary at the top of that page. Okay. Now on page 29, so this is page 29, you're going to glue in the one that says percent of increase at the top. You're going to glue the one that says percent of increase onto page 29. Okay, so you have page 28, page 29. Okay, now we're going on to page 30. On page 30, you're gluing the one that says percent of a number. It's got this triangle, okay? That goes on page 30. Okay. You're going to leave page 31 blank. Leave page 31 blank. On page 32, you're going to glue in the one that says percent and estimation. This goes on page 32. So percent and estimation on page 32, okay? Leave 33 blank. Okay, now on page 34, you're going to glue in the one that says the percent proportion, okay? It has this box in the corner in a blank blank, okay? It also has a table, type, example, proportion, okay? There are 2 that look very, very similar, so make sure you get the right one. So this says type, find the percent, find the part, find the whole, okay? That one goes on page 34. The other one, okay, you're going to leave 35 blank. On page 36, you're going to take your orange sheet. See your orange sheet? It's a half a page, okay? The dotted line, you're going to fold along the dotted line. Fold, okay? You're gonna fold along the dotted line. Dotted line will be inside, okay? So it looks like this. I have is, and then when I fold it out, it's blank, okay? So if you look at it, is, and I fold it. See, there's the dotted line. That's what I folded on, okay? You're going to glue this I'm going to glue this onto page 35. I'm going to glue this onto page 35. Okay. Make sure when you glue it, you either glue it towards the top or towards the bottom, whichever works for you. I'm going to glue mine towards the bottom, so I still have workspace up here. Okay. So on page 35, you have your orange. Okay. Now, on page 36, you're going to glue the paper that says the percent equation at the top. You're going to glue the paper that says percent equation on page 36. Percent equation goes on page 36. Okay, then you're going to take your blue. Okay, so here's your blue. You see the solid lines. You're going to cut along the solid line. You're going to cut along the solid line. You're going to cut along the solid line. Okay, there's 3 of them. Only cut to where the line stops, all right? So there's 1. There's 2, okay? So I have a cut there and a cut there. All right, now you're gonna flip it over, dashed line. You're gonna fold down along the dashed line. Okay. So then you have something that looks like this. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. You're gonna flip it over on the black back, it's blank. You're gonna put glue on that, okay? And you're gonna glue it onto page 37. Glue it onto page 37. Okay, again, glue it off towards the side. One of the sides, notice I glued mine off towards the side. Okay. Off towards the side of the page. That is on page 37. All right, now on page 38. Okay. You're gonna do percent of change. Okay. You're looking for the one that has 3 boxes in it. So there's 1, 2, and then there's the 3rd box. Okay, so 3 boxes. That one goes on page 38. Okay, so percent of change, 3 boxes, goes on page 38. Okay. The other percent of change, this one, okay, goes on page 39. This one only has 2 boxes. Okay, so 3 boxes, percent of change, goes on 38. The 2 box percent of change only goes on page 39. Okay, so that's 38 and 39. All right, then you're going to take the yellow. Okay, you're going to cut along the solid lines. Just cut along the solid lines. So basically you're gonna have what looks like a giant plus sign. Okay, cut along the solid lines. Okay, so you can see I'm cutting along the solid lines. Try not to cut over the solid lines too much. Cutting along the solid lines. Cutting along the solid lines. Okay. Once you've done that, you can see where the dashed lines are. You're folding down the dashed lines. Okay. So fold in on the dashed lines. Okay, so you're basically creating a little rectangle here. So you fold it in, so you should be able to lift up all the flaps, okay, all of that. You're gonna flip it over on the back. That's where you put your glue. It's going to get glued to page 40. Like it's glued to page 40, okay? All right. Then on page 41, you're gonna leave 41 blank. All right, on page 42, okay, you're gonna glue sales, tax, tips, and markup. Okay, there are two of these, so the one that says Drew at the top, okay, you're looking for the one that says Drew at the top. That one goes on page 42. One that says Drew at the top. Sales, tax, tip, and markup. Goes on page 42. The other one, sales, tax, tip, and markup, goes on page 43. Okay, so the one that said Drew at the top goes on page 42. The other one goes on page 43. All right, on page 44, you're gonna put the one that says discount. 44, the one that says discount. Okay, that goes on page 44. All right, now, you're gonna take your green paper, okay? Take the staple out of it. Okay, so now you have 2 pages, right? Okay, the first one. Okay, first one. You're gonna cut around the light solid line, okay? All the way around, you're creating a big rectangle. Don't cut the ones that are in the center, okay? Don't cut those. All you're doing is going around the rectangle. Make sure all your scraps get in the garbage can. They don't end up on the floor. Okay? So you're creating one rectangle. Okay? So I have a rectangle. See, I haven't cut anything else. All I did was cut right around it, all right? So you're gonna take that one, flip it over, you're gonna glue it to page 45. Glue it to page 45. Okay. Then you're gonna take the tabs, you're gonna cut out each tab. So you're gonna cut around the dark line. Cut around the dark line. Okay, so you're cutting around each little tab. Remember, you're only cutting around the dark lines for these. So you're gonna have 3 tabs when you're done. Okay. Now you're gonna take a little bit of glue. So like this one says rug at the top, and take a little bit of glue right there, only right there, and you're gonna glue it onto the other piece of paper. Okay, so you're only gluing right where the circle is. Okay, you're gonna glue each one. You've got a guitar, and then you have a jacket. Okay, then on page 46, you're gonna glue the one that says financial literacy, simple interest. Financial literacy, simple interest. Okay, that goes on page 46. Then you're gonna take your pink. You're gonna cut along the solid lines, 3 simple cuts. Okay? Cut right along the solid line. Okay? You're gonna fold down. Okay, so you have the I, the P, the R, and the T on the outside. Okay, so it'll look like that. You're gonna take it, you're gonna glue it to page 47. You're gonna glue that to page 47. Again, glue it right along the side so that way you've got plenty of space to work. Okay, so that's page 47. Okay, and then on your last page, page 48, you're gonna glue in your math menu. Page 48, you're gonna glue in your math menu. Once you are done with all of that, you're going to need to go and fill in your table of contents, okay? Double check on the board. I will have another video posted soon with what the table of contents should look like for your chapter.